India and what is known about Modi's visit to Moscow. So let me remind you that Volodymyr Zelenskyy commented that in the days of the Ahmadiyat, Modi, the Indian Prime Minister, met with Putin in Russia, and India did not like what Zelenskyy said about Modi's meeting with Putin. India summoned the Ukrainian ambassador to discuss President Zelenskyy's remarks about the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Putin. On Monday, India discussed with Ukraine's ambassador to India the remarks made by President Volodymyr Zelenskyy against Prime Minister Modi during his visit to Russia. Foreign Ministry summoned the Ukrainian ambassador to raise this issue. This clearly indicates Ukraine's dissatisfaction with Zelenskyy's comments to the Prime Minister. India has postponed a meeting of the Joint Working Group on Culture with Ukraine. Last week, Zelenskyy criticized Modi's meeting with Russian ruler Vladimir Putin, calling it a devastating blow to peace efforts, Zelenskyy said. Quote, "It is sad to see the leader of the world's largest democracy embracing the world's most notorious criminal in Moscow." Last week, Modi paid a 2-day visit to the Russian Federation for the 22nd Annual India Summit after a 3-year break. The last summit when Putin visited Delhi was in 2021. It is reported that Modi's visit gave a big boost to the economic partnership with the Russian Federation, and many experts, and we will talk about this now with Taras Zagorodny, say that in this way Putin wants to demonstrate that he is not completely dependent on China and is building relations with India, which is a fierce competitor of China in this region, because it is trying to take over many Western capacities. The leading corporations of the United States of America are partially transferring or have already transferred the production of their products to India because the United States of America has imposed sanctions on China. Let's discuss this in detail, its importance, and mention Trump and his vice presidential candidate. Ukrainian political Taras Zagorodny joins us. Mr. Taras, welcome. Glory to Ukraine. Good afternoon. Glory to the heroes. Let's start with Trump. The Republicans have officially nominated him as their candidate for President of the United States of America, and Trump has also announced J.D. Vance as his vice presidential candidate. How unacceptable is this for Ukraine? I understand that you always say that you have to rely on yourself and dictate your own terms, but these changes could have significant consequences if Trump wins. What are the consequences? I don't think there will be bad consequences. Our information space is dominated by people who receive money from the Democratic Party, and they start telling us fears about Trump and everything related to him. We don't know what Trump will do with regard to Ukraine, and we shouldn't discuss it now. It doesn't matter if they are pro-Ukrainian or not. They are pro-American candidates, and they don't owe us anything. One thing is for sure. They will destroy the economies of China and Russia. They will allow oil and gas production, which the current administration has restricted.